What's up, everybody? For those who don't know me, I am Cornelius Brown, the fourth host of Quad's Pocket Podcast. And today's guest in the pocket is a guy who was the member of the all freshman team in the SoCon in the year 2019, MVP of the 2021 Camellia Bowl, member of the 2022 all conference team in the Sun Belt, one of select few QBs in the country to be named on the Davy O'Brien watch list, record holder for not only most touchdowns, but also most yards in Georgia State history. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, bro. A favorite to win 2023 Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. A good man and my former teammate, DG3. DG, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. Appreciate you for having me on.
Yeah, glad to have you back in the pocket, man. I know we had some technical difficulties this first round. Round two going to be the best one, though.
We gonna make sure it work, man.
Yeah, bro. So, I mean, off top, bro, the last game you guys played against Georgia Southern, you didn't have the outcome that you wanted. And I know you're a big team guy, so it's going to be kind of tough for you to answer this question, man. But what does it mean for you to have a record like the all-purpose yards record at Georgia State?
It's exciting, bro. Just coming here and not thinking about records at first. Just thinking about how can I help the team win. And you play more games, and you get closer to records. You see how far you are from those records, and as you get closer, you just starting to want them more. So just getting close to those records, and I think the game before that, I think I was 15 yards short. So I'm thinking first drive, we get the next game, I'm gonna get it. So those records are special. Leaving a legacy at a program that I love. So just those moments are special. Moments I remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so what was it like, man, whenever you came to the sideline after that first drive? I'm pretty sure you cracked it, man. How were you able to stay focused even though you just had such a big accomplishment like that?
The crazy thing is, once you get in the game, you kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
I kind of don't even think about it till after the game. So just before the game, you kind of think about it. Yeah, this first drive, first big completion, or something like that. You go get it. But during the game, just try to stay focused on the main goal. Try to stay focused on getting a W. So just that was my main focus. But after the game, you see the poster that the school makes, and you see those things. So those moments are special. Like I said.
Yeah, man. Okay, so 6-2, best start in school history, and you are the general of that offense and that team as a captain as well. So, man, what are the vibes like around Center Park Stadium, man, with you guys finishing 6-2 and having a lot at stake?
Man, people would think, after we just lost to Georgia Southern, that we'll be down, people not feeling it at the moment. But, the energy has been high. It's kind of surprising to think of, but the way this team thinks, the way the mentality of this team is, is different than, past years. So, the energy has been high. People's been excited. We got a big game this week versus James Madison. So, just people just, we moved on from it. We had our film on Monday, moved on from it, just focus on the next main goal. We still got everything in front of us, Sun Belt Championship and all that. So, just still trying to focus on the main goal, try to work towards it.
Yeah, and a big one, like you said, James Madison next. How do you guys stay focused on beating a team that isn't necessarily eligible for post game, well, really postseason activity? So, how are you guys going to this game saying, okay, this is still a must win game, and not saying, we don't got to beat them because they won't be in the postseason anyway?
Yeah, because, our conference is tight. It's a lot of teams right now with, two losses in the conference. I think Georgia Southern's they have one. So, just still got to win ball games. You got to win out, and just put yourself in the best opportunity to be in that conference championship game. So, just take one game at a time, get one win at a time, and let the chips fall where they fall.
Yeah, so 6-2 again. Like I said, man, that's congratulations on a fast start. But like Coach Elliott says, man, start fast. You got to finish strong. What are the keys to finishing strong this season, and how are you able to keep your guys going, especially as it gets cold? It's starting to get a little cold, or you kind of start to mentally clock out whenever it starts getting chilly. So how are y'all staying
Uh,
locked in?
they came in with a quote on Monday. They remember you for what you do in November. This is a big month. Thinking about last year and us going 4-8, and then looking at us now, if you would have thought in August, we would have been 6-2 at the top of the conference right now. looking at last season, some people would have been skeptical about that. So, we're in a good spot right now. We just got to take one practice at a time, one day at a time, one game at a time, and, just play our best football at this point in time.
Yeah, bro. And you're such a team guy, man. It's really admirable. But you play a vital role on this team, especially, um, cracking into the record books. What do you feel like is the role that you provide for this team on a day-to-day basis?
Just being, a vocal leader, just being the guy that lifts people up, you know, I would say, I'm very critical of myself. So, you have mistakes here and there, I'm very critical, get down on myself here and there. But I can see that in other guys, and I want to be the guy, that picks people up, lets them know, we still here for you, you make a bad play, next play, move on, things of that nature. So I feel like just stepping more into that vocal leader role, talking to guys, holding people accountable, has really been my role this year. I'll say.
Yeah, and what's made you step into that role? Because, like I said, I was your teammate. Whenever you came in, you had the tangibles, you had the intangibles to be that leader that you want to be. How have you been able to kind of step into that role and find comfort in really being a vocal leader?
Just building chemistry and relationship with guys. I've been here for 3 years now. Seeing the same guys. For you think about Marcus Carroll been here since I've been here. Robert Lewis, Kadarius Thompson, Talik Williams. Think about those guys. Travis Glover. You think about those guys who's been here since I've been here, and just being able to build relationships with them guys, building chemistry has been easy. When it's time to hold people accountable, lift guys up. People would take my word, and just like I said, just being more vocal. Just as being a captain, you have to step into that role a little bit more. I wasn't always accustomed to that. Especially coming into a fresh start, new place. I wasn't ready for that role, but over the years you build relationships, like I said, and it becomes easier.
Yeah, bro. So on the year, man, you are a great leader on that team, and you have some good tangibles and intangibles that can come in a factor into these wins that you're helping to contribute to. So on the season, 12 touchdowns in the air and only 4 interceptions. So you also have 1,789 yards through the air this season. How have you been able to be so consistent through the air and really progress as a passer? Whenever some people thought, DG3 was mainly a threat on the ground.
And this working with Coach Manite, working in off season with the guys, off season throwing sessions that we have, just building the chemistry, building the timing that we needed to be successful this year. Just continue to be a great decision maker. I feel like that's probably been the biggest key to being more consistent this year. Not forcing things downfield. Taking the check downs when they're there. Just finding easy completions, not trying to, always take the deep shot all the time. So, just being smart with the ball, good decision making. I feel like that's what kind of led to the consistency this year.
Yeah, man. And like I said, a big feat. You broke the record for all purpose yards, and you also broke the record for total touchdowns 60 touchdowns, bro. Just tell me how you get it done.
Hey, man, just I tell everybody, I just want to do everything I can do for the team to win. If it's throw one touchdown, Marcus Carroll have 4 touchdowns and we win the ball game, I'm fine with that. If I need to go for 4 touchdowns for us to win, I'm fine with that too. 0 touchdowns and we win. The main thing is always winning. So, just doing what I can for the team to win, and, just whatever you need me to do, you need me to run the ball, you need me to throw the ball. I feel like I can do both at a high level. So, just keep doing, the little things for the team to be successful. And like I said, winning, takes care of everything. So when you win ball games, I mean you're doing something right, and the accolades will come.
Yeah, man. So you can run it and you can throw it well. Give me your best pass concept. Let me tell me your best pass concept and let's talk ball a little bit.
We got to play call Disney. We got an option route to the boundary,
Mhm.
option route, more route, but we got a back. We ain't empty, so we got
Okay.
a back out wide. You got a more most outside release for
Yeah.
people
For
that
the
might
people
not
that
know.
don't know. Yeah.
Then we got an option route by our slot. We got a crosser. I'm really big into the cross concept, so we got a crosser. We got a little hit slide by our number two receiver, then a post curl. So that's been my favorite route. We do a top 10 list every week, going into the game plan. And that's always been my number one. Just an easy, just easy progression read, just something simple that was very effective.
Yeah, so it's 3 to the field, 2 to the boundary. Do you start with your
Yeah.
eyes to the boundary, or do you work field first?
Yeah, we go boundary first. You start with the option, let him work a little bit, then give you time for your crosser. You
Mhm.
work your hit slide to, play a little high low with the post curl
There you go.
defender.
There you go. In the post curls to the field with that hit slide, so you got a curl flat read over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. All right, so tell me your favorite run game concept. I know you can run it real well. Sometimes y'all will go 5 wide, like you said, and you'll just run quarterback outside zone or inside zone. What's your favorite run concept?
Probably, we got a motion. We go tight end on the ball to the boundary. We got a motion by the our ex receiver, a little flash fake to him, then just running outside zone to the boundary. That's probably a little simple, just little flash fake, get to the outside, follow the little pin pull, and that's easy money. You just follow the pullers, find a little gap to go make something shake.
Yeah, how often y'all run the orbit inside zone triple? Y'all still got that in the book?
Yeah, we run it a little bit, but we kind of more, I would say, more speed option. Just
Okay.
just kind of just staying inside the inside zone world. Like I said, we got Marcus Carroll. He's a workhorse, so just feed him the ball. We ain't got to do nothing extra.
Yeah, man. So 2 big records. I want to say congrats again on those, man. But you got more work to be done. It's your senior year. Whenever it's all said and done, what do you want people to remember DG3 for in the A?
Just especially at Georgia State, it's so young, so it's a lot of things that you could achieve. So just at the end of the day, I want to be, considered as one of the best to come through Georgia State. One of the best quarterbacks to come through Georgia State. So just continue each and every day to build that legacy, build that, that people, after years to come, people still talk about, what I've done for the program and how I played here. So just like I said, just want to be one of the best to come through Georgia State.
Yeah, man. And I watch you often. So I know what to expect from you on a game to game basis. You're gonna run it well, you're gonna throw it well, and you're gonna be unpredictable. That's a word that you use often. But what can your fans and just the Georgia State fans in general, what can they expect to see every time they see number 3 in blue suit up?
Man, I just excitement. I feel like when you watch my game, it's exciting to watch. It's not. It just gonna keep you on your toes a little bit. So just like you said, unpredictable, exciting. Just that's what I feel like fans should expect from my game.
Yeah. So after setting these goals, bro, that you've already set, um, I'm sure breaking the records was on your radar this season and what you were able to do. I know you're chasing that passing game record. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But what are some of your personal goals that you have set out for yourself as we, work toward the end of the season?
Just continue to play well. I wanna. I think my completion percentage that's probably been one of my biggest things. Focus on this year. So I think I'm at around 67. Just continue to have that over 65%. Um, Go get this passing touchdown record that we about to talk about. Um, and, just continue to win ball games. Sun Belt Championship is on our radar as a team goal and personal goal. So just try to go get that. Keep winning ball games. And, it'll be the first time Georgia State has ever won the Sun Belt. So just try to go get that.
Yeah. So that passing game record, man, what is the passing touchdowns record and what's the passing yards record and where are you at career wise?
I think the passing touchdown record is 51, and I think I might be at 48. 48. And then I think the yards, I think he might be at 7,800, and I think I'm around close to 47. So that was a tough one. I might get the second in that one,
Mm-hmm.
but you never know what will happen. You never know.
Facts, yeah. So who is Nick Arbuckle? Is he still the record holder of both of those?
I think he has the passing touchdown. If I'm not mistaken, somebody else has the passing yards. I
It
think
might be
somebody else
Connor
does.
Manning.
I think so. Now that
Yeah.
you said, I think it is Connor.
Yeah, so man, this program has progressed a long way, man. At the quarterback position, you had Connor Manning. He was the guy before Dan Ellington, and we know the player that Dan was. I was able to come in there in 2020 and have some success, 2,400 yards, 24 touchdowns, and you completely taken the top off of that standard, man. What does it mean to you to just have really set the bar so high for the following Georgia State quarterbacks to come?
Man, you look at the like you said, you look at that list of guys. You know, Connor, Nick, Dan, you look at that list, and I think I came on a visit to Georgia State around 2018. I think, like you said, I think that was when Connor was playing. Dan's after that, I get to play against Dan. I still kept like after playing Georgia State, still watch Georgia State because I just love the program and I love to see like what y'all were doing. I think y'all came to Coastal in 2019. I went to go watch. Just because of how I felt involved in the program. I would say just I felt that it was moving in the right direction. But you think about that list, and I continue to watch y'all guys and being able to actually be here now and build my own legacy behind y'all has been great. Just chasing greatness each and every day. So it's been special to be here. A special group of quarterbacks that we had, and just to be amongst one of the best is it's been a special moment.
Yeah, for sure. And you're the engine of this team that's having a lot of success. So speaking of team, I know you don't probably really enjoy talking about yourself. You're a team first guy. What are some of the goals that this team and these captains for this team have sought out after this year as we, come to the waning moments?
Yeah, we in this last stretch, this last 4 quarter stretch. So it's time to go get a title. It's time to go get the Sun Belt. It's time to go do some special things for this program. We got a chance to go have the most wins in the regular season, most wins in an entire season. Including a bowl game. We got a chance to be the first to win the Sun Belt. We got, I think the first to have 10 wins. It's a lot of firsts that we have in front of us that we could go achieve. So, just keep the main thing, focus on the little things, focus on things each and every day to make us better. And, we can get to those goals.
Yeah, man. Is best of luck to you guys, man, as you guys into the end of the season, man. I just want to switch it up a little bit. So let's take it back 4 years to Furman, where you had 1752. That was your total yards. You also had 20 total touchdowns down there playing with the Paladins. What was your experience like playing for Furman, and how did that really mold you and get you ready for, playing at Georgia State and becoming who you are today?
Yeah, you think about my true freshman year, and you coming from high school, and I start my senior year and play really well. Got an offer from Furman. Then you come into your true freshman year, and you haven't been in the college world. You don't know how it is. You don't know how to prepare for it. Then you get in that environment, and you still think it's kind of high school. It's older people, older guys. But when you first step into it, you kind of naive to it. You kind of think you could do the same things that you did in high school, and it's totally different. It's always that adjustment period that a true freshman has. And, my true freshman year, I played in a couple games. I scored my first touchdown, but the game was just a little faster than I expected. You know, uh, just it takes a little while to adjust, especially a quarterback. Just being able to adjust to the game. So my freshman year, I played my 4 games. I got my red shirt, and at first, it's kind of bittersweet. You want to play and you want to be the guy as soon as you step in. But now that I think about it now, it helped me in the long run because I got to sit behind a 50-year guy who who knew the game. He knew the playbook in and out. He knew film study was crazy. Um, and just the way he prepared each and every day, each and every week for games was special to see. So just stealing tips from him, getting knowledge from him, helped me out in the long run. Then finally get my opportunity in 2019 where we played Georgia State, and it was I felt like you sit out that year and you sit there and watch games, and then you get to finally play, and you kind of seeing it, flourish out a little bit. The what you sat there and seen, and then you out there making plays. 19 years old, you're still young, but that experience was good. I learned a lot. Got to play Georgia State. Got to play Virginia Tech. That year was special. I
Clemson.
almost beat. Yeah, Clemson was my true freshman year where I threw my first touchdown. But just those moments, you can never get back, and those moments are special. So, and I always took those as learning moments, and I still think about those times to this day. You know, Going into my 6th year now, this those moments, have molded me into the man I am today, the player I am today. And you learn a lot of lessons, throughout the years. Football can teach you a lot. People don't understand how much this game can teach you. So, just those things have, like I said, made me the man I am today. And it made me the person I am today, the player.
Yeah, so you play quarterback and you've really created a name for yourself behind the center. But before you started playing quarterback, you played wideout. You graduated from Conway High School. So early on, what went into the decision to switch from quarterback, well, from wideout to quarterback, which is what you play now?
So I come in my freshman year of high school. I play quarterback on the JV squad. Um, I played quarterback on the JV squad my 10th grade year. And then, 11th grade, that's your time. Some people move up earlier, but, your 11th grade year, that's the time where you move up to varsity. You don't need to be playing JV anymore. So we had a quarterback that was 1 year ahead of me. He was 1 year ahead of me. And, he's been playing since his freshman year. So, just sitting behind him, waiting my opportunity. And then, get to varsity my 11th grade year. And they were just like, we got to find a way to get you on the field some way. It's like it's no point of you just sitting on the sideline. So they was like, just go play receiver. You still be the backup quarterback, but go play receiver. And I mean, it was fun. You go out there and catch some balls. But it was nothing compared to playing the quarterback position. That's at probably 6th grade. That's what my dad kind of molded me into. I used to play running back, but he was like, "Son, you gonna be too tall. You can't play running back." So it's either quarterback or receiver. So just I picked quarterback. Kind of decided to go that route. So once I got the receiver in high school, it wasn't. I wasn't. I took it serious, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. So then finally get my opportunity on varsity my senior year of high school. Won the region. I think it was won the region since like 10 years or something like that. Had a good season. Got some offers. So it all worked out in the long run. But obviously wanted to play a little earlier.
Yeah. So you got two brothers. You got Dwayne and Devin. So what is the role that you play in their lives, and how have you been able to just be such a positive role model and influence for those guys?
It just kind of just trickled down. We kind of going through the same thing that what my older brother did for me, and then I'm doing the same thing what my older brother did for me for my younger brother. So just being the role model, just setting a good example. You know, my older brother was a guy that I looked up to. Played football, played basketball, ran track. I used to when we were younger. He used to have his when he was in rec league, had his shoulder pads. You bring him to the house. I'm
Yeah.
taking the shoulder pads. I'm taking his helmet. I'm running around with it. So he was always one of my biggest role models. And then obviously being a bigger brother, learning from him. My younger brother now, who going into the senior year of high school, he looks up to me. So just got to be a good role model, good example for him. And he's doing the same things I do. Football, basketball, did a little bit of track. So just like I said, I feel like our relationship, has been just a trickle down effect. I feel like once you got the younger side of it, y'all always fighting, always getting in arguments, all that.
Yep.
And then once they your younger brother get to about middle school, high school, the relationship started to get a little closer. You start to build when that tighter little bond that you can talk to him about everything. So I feel like me and my older brother were kind of like that, and definitely like once I got to college, my little brother got to high school, the relationship has changed. Totally different.
Yeah, so Devin's your younger brother, right?
Yeah,
So what's the sibling rivalry like? So I got a younger brother. Me and my younger brother are best friends, but he's also, I tell him he's my biggest hater. You know what I'm saying? So what's that sibling rivalry like? Is he saying like, yeah, I'm better than you. I'm at Conway. I did this. You didn't do that. Tell me about that dynamic.
yeah. So my older brother and me, we used to go at it. Everything, everything. Basketball. He used to think he could throw better than me. Thought he was faster than me. You always had those arguments in the house. Oh, if your AAU team played my AAU team, everything
Right.
we had it all. And then it's the
Right.
same thing with my younger brother. He
Yeah.
swear he faster than me. He's I ain't played him in basketball in a minute, but the last time I bust him, I
Yeah.
bust him up. So
Yeah.
it's always those things, and there's been plenty of times where my older brother had me out there boohoo crying. He done beat me
Man.
so many times, crying, and there's been plenty of times where I done returned the favor to my younger brother. He out
Yeah.
there boohoo crying. I'm talking
Th-
trash,
That trickle
everything.
effect.
It just trickled down. So
Yeah.
those are funny, and times you can think about it a lot. Those memories. And he still bring it up. He still bring it up all the time. My older brother, all the time. Yeah, you ain't beat me since blah blah blah. I'll be like, bro, I was about 12. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if we play now, then it'd be a different story. But the sibling rivalries are fun. Things you can think back on and you just laugh at. So,
Yeah. So best athlete in the family, who is it? So that they gonna see
oh,
the podcast. Who is it?
me hands down. I
DG.
mean, hands down. I don't think it's even close. I don't think it's even close.
So you
But
got
nah,
him in any sport.
any sport, any sport, whatever they want. Nah, my,
Yeah.
my brother, he wasn't good. He ran track. He ended up running track at Coastal, so he was pretty good at that. They play all types of sports. They great athletes, but if it gotta be one, it gotta be me. It gotta be
Yeah.
me.
Gotta be you.
Got to.
Man, so Furman, the boys, what they top 5 in the country in FCS right now, right?
Yeah, I think they two.
Yeah,
They
2
might
or
be.
3 last time I checked.
Yeah, there might be two. Still got some friends on the team. Still got some
Yeah.
out. Actually, one of my homeboys, he got hurt. He just had surgery, so I had talked to him just recently. But still got guys on the team. Still got a whole bunch of friends. So root for those guys. Still, those guys, be brothers for life. So glad to see them doing well. It's all love on this side.
Yeah, so I didn't been in the locker room with you at Georgia State, so I know the relationships you got with those guys, and I'm sure you had some tight relationships down there at Furman as well. Talk to the people about just the how football is really a fraternity, and you really gain brothers for life just after being in the locker room with guys for so long.
you know, you spend a bunch of time with these guys. It, they say football is in the fall, but shoot, off season, summer, you with these guys all the time. So just you build so many memories with these guys. You go through a lot of hard times. Off season conditions get crazy. People out there you know, struggling. So, you always have those moments where you're picking your brothers up. You have those moments where you're joking around, laughing with you guys, the times in the locker room, times in the weight room, times on the field. You have all those moments that will last, a lifetime. And, I think coach might have mentioned this, not too long ago, but, the times in the locker room are probably gonna be the times that you remember the most. The times in the
Mm,
locker room, weight room, whatever it is. But those are
yep.
probably gonna be the times that you remember the most. The games, you remember some big plays here and there, but those aren't gonna be what you remember the most when you look back on your college career. So I love building memories with those guys. Those like I said with this group right here, and ever since I've been in Georgia State, this has probably been the funniest locker room I've ever been around. Those guys are hilarious. they keep me laughing all the time. So
Yeah.
it's fun being around them, and fun joking around with them. Those guys are hilarious, like I said. So just better those memories has been great.
Yeah, like the memories you said, man. How many old head jokes you getting in the locker room nowadays? They on your head about that shit?
Yeah, I get the they call me and then
Yeah,
I got a daughter, so they call me pops.
man.
I be like, all right. They be like, dang, DG, you about 28. I be like, come on now, I'm 23. I'm
Right, don't play
23.
with it.
Come on now, but yeah, you get those jokes a lot, especially being
Yeah,
6 year and you got a kid, so it's kind of double on you. But
man.
it's funny. It's all jokes, but them guys are hilarious.
Yeah, so just a new day and age, man. So you got your regular red shirt and you also got your COVID red shirt. And this is the year that you completely blew the top off. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a great remaining season, but you already done so much. So you broke 2 records and you're able to just continue playing the game you love at such a high level. What does it mean, bro, to have that 6 year? Because if you think about it, really, DG would have had to hang them things up after last season if it weren't for COVID.
Shoot, but yeah, yeah. You think about it. After last year, it would have been over. I was about to say the year
Facts.
before, but I did have
Yeah,
the regular red shirt.
right.
But if you think about it, way before when you couldn't even play 4 games,
Man.
it was think about it then. I would have been done after 4. But
Facts.
the 6 years has been great for me. Just I think I was thinking about coming out last year. This with kind of the season that I had, the stats that I had. I kind of felt like I could come out. I was kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But having a talk with Coach Knight, and then him just saying, if you want to do this thing, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to make sure you got all your chips in the bucket. So there's having a 6 year, putting more film out there, putting more stats out there for people to see, to give me the best opportunity to go to the next level. So I feel like the 6 years been great to try to go do that, and this it's going to help me out tremendous efforts.
Yeah, man. So you played well at Furman and you're playing well at Georgia State. But let's take this thing back to a day in 2019. I was on the sideline. I was a freshman, right? I'm a true freshman. So I'm like, okay, I'm Dan's backup, and I'm like, okay, we play Furman. Man, Furman ain't talking about nothing. So you come out there, you had that number 4 on. I'm like, okay, he looked like he can do a little something. He looked like he nice. Fam, I kid you not. By the end of the game, I don't know if you know KJ, but me and KJ, we was calling you the Heisman boy. We was like, all right, so he played for Furman. He can't win the Heisman. I said that boy, that's the Heisman boy. So, man, in that game, you had 5 touchdowns, 364 total yards. Talk to the people about that game, man, and really spill the tea on what really went down.
Man, you think about it. Like I said, I came to Georgia State 2018 on a visit. Ever since then, I wanted to come here. I wanted to come, play at
Yeah.
Georgia State. I felt like it was the place for me. Perfect fit in the A. I got some family in the A, so perfect fit for me. I don't get an offer. We put Georgia State on the schedule 2019.
You
So
said,
we come
mm-hmm.
in. We come here. I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Coach, one of our coaches, I have no clue how he found out. He might have just been talking trash or whatever. He in the locker room. Oh, they didn't want y'all. They didn't want to offer y'all. Show them why. Show them why. Blah blah. He talking trash. So we get out of the game, and looking back on it, I don't think y'all expected us to throw the ball like that at
Facts.
all.
We thought y'all
You
was
know
just gonna
what?
be triple.
We was a triple option, but
Yeah.
y'all did not expect us to throw the ball. I feel like we caught y'all off guard and had a big night. Just guys running free. I mean, we had a good night out there. We
Yeah.
had, what he said. I had 5 total touchdowns, so it was a big night. Being
Yep.
young, that was career high night. So
Yep.
that was a special night. It was a shootout with me and Dan.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
man, that game was crazy. Just
Yeah.
looking back on the game, that the atmosphere was crazy. Furman, I think Furman's 2.5 hours here, so we had a good bit of fans on our side.
Mhm.
Y'all just beat Tennessee, so
Yeah.
we trying to knock y'all off. Like
Right.
it was a bunch of things that went into the game, and just being able to play well, in that game, Hey, it helped me out a lot because getting the opportunity to come here and actually play.
Yeah, it came full circle, man. You talked about playing against Dan, having an opportunity. What's that relationship like? And do you guys still talk about that game to this day?
That like a big brother,
Yeah.
just playing against him, and then coming here and building that relationship each and every day. Like I said, he's a big brother to me. He texts me before each and every game, just just little messages like that. And we just continue to build that bond, and yes, we do talk about that game to this day because I tell him I really was supposed to beat you. I really was supposed to beat you that night, but
Yeah, it was close.
it was a close one.
Man, 42,
But
48.
hey, we was in a dog fight that night.
Hey, I played 2 snaps. I still will never forget that game. I'm like, "Oh my god, this man going crazy."
The crazy thing is, I remember you coming in, and I was like, "Bro, tall, like he is super tall. Who is
Facts.
this?"
Man,
I'm like, bro, gotta be about 6'7". When he
T.
first told, I'm like, bro, gotta be 6'7". But
Yeah.
yeah, those, I remember it like it was yesterday. That Linky Quad running out there.
No
I
count.
said,
Six, about 6'5", 179.
I said, boy, you tall, boy. Hey, got the handout, got in the box. I said, hey, it is what it is. But
No
like I said,
count.
that was a fun night. A lot of memories from that night. Played well, and then it come full circle.
Yeah, man, full circle. So in 2020, you decided to take a year off from football. And I know a lot of teams and a lot of players had to kind of sit out that year. What was going through your mind in the year 2020 before you made the decision to come to Georgia State?
It was tough because after 2019, kind of felt 2020 was gonna be a breakout year. I had a good season, 2019, but
Mhm.
it felt 2020 was gonna be that year, to take off, take off from the competition. So it sucked. You go through fall camp. I think we might have went through like a week and a half maybe before they canceled it. But you're going through fall camp, having a good fall camp, making plays, and then you're hearing the rumors. You're seeing the Twitter notifications or whatever. Yeah, SoCon might cancel the season. Y'all might not be able to play. So and then finally getting that decision that we're not going to be able to play, it sucked. You obviously want to play football. It's fall time. When have you not, in the fall played football? We've been
Right.
playing football since the age of 5, 6, whatever it is. So just not being able to play, just sitting out, kind of going through a winter camp, and I went through a winter camp, had to do mat drills again. Most people don't know about the mat drills, but we had to go through them again.
At all, going through them
That,
twice.
so think about that. 2020, go through the mat drills at Furman, come
Yeah.
to Georgia State in 2021 in the spring, and have to do mat drills again.
Hold on, I need the timetable, fam. So y'all did so whenever the season got canceled in the fall, y'all just said we're gonna go back into off-season mode, did mat drills in
We
the
just
fall
did mat drills in the fall.
of
Had a
22.
we had we had mat
Oh
drills in
man.
the fall. We
Yeah,
had like a winter camp. I think they gave us like a certain amount of practices we could do, so we had to do
yeah.
that. And it was cold. Green. Some people don't know Greenville in the
Yeah.
mountains. It get brick,
Well, that's
brick
North
down
Carolina
there.
and South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
It get. I think one year we had spring practice. It was 19 degrees on the first day.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
me and the
crazy.
cold, not the best of friends,
Not a
but
good combo.
not a good combo. But think about that, and then kind of going into our Christmas break, going to Christmas break, and just kind of thinking about some other things, some situations where I didn't feel like I was treated the best, and felt like I had the talent to go play somewhere else, go play at a higher level. So, just kind of, coming with that decision with my family, just talking to them and, what they thought was best for me. And, they kind of just told me, it's your decision. We don't go to school for you, you have to go through it. So, made that decision, told the coaches, entered the portal. and then getting a call from Georgia State, them extending the offer, it was a blessing. Get that offer, then you think about it, and like I said, it just come full circle. 2018 coming on the visit, 2019 coming to play against Georgia State, and then getting an offer in 2020. It just come full circle, and then you playing football in Atlanta. You really can't turn that down.
at
Just
all.
the vibes, the scenery, the atmosphere. It's great playing down here. And I've enjoyed every bit of it
Man, yeah. So do you feel like that game in 2019 had something to do with your recruitment to Georgia State?
for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Just talking to Elliot,
Yeah.
talking to Coach Glenn, talking to Will, those guys. That I feel like that was a big thing, and I think even talking to Coach McKnight, he was like, I think he might have said this the other day when we were talking about the game, but he was like, you know, after that game, he was like, that kid is entered the transfer portal. We might need to get him.
Yeah,
I
we might
was
have a
like,
guy.
we might need to go get him. But
Yeah.
just those are funny moments. And like I said, I'm enjoying it every bit. Coming here, I'm enjoying every experience that I've had here. And, it really changed my life a lot.
Yeah. So that game gave you an opportunity. It gave you the door. But what you kind of went into your decision making process that made you say, okay, I'm gonna walk through the door that they've presented me in this offer at Georgia State?
Just like I said, some situations where I didn't, feel like I was treated the best at my last school at Furman, and then just kind of just wanting a fresh start, just wanting a new beginning in a way, just wanting to see what other things are out there. I was at Furman for 2.5 years. I'm seeing once you're in college and you kind of get in that routine, you kind of feel like the same thing over and over and over again. So, just being able to see something new, getting a fresh start, that's kind of about, what I wanted to see, really, step through that door.
Yeah, man. You've had a lot of success, but behind every success story, there are vital motivational factors. What are some of those motivational factors for you?
You know, at first, it was just my family, just, they sacrificed a lot for me and, just wanting to, pay back those sacrifices that they made for me, whether it's camps, just just support, love, those sacrifices that they made coming to games, the travel, those things, just the sacrifice they made has always been a motivation for me. Coming into this year with my my new little girl, my daughter, she's a motivation for me, just waking up each and every day, seeing her before I leave, just seeing her grow each and every day, it's been special for my life, changed my perspective on life. So, those probably be, family, my daughter, those would be my biggest motivational factors.
Yeah, man. And so now you have a family of your own. And so it's good to see you and your girl doing well and your daughter doing well. But a lot of people can't necessarily find balance between family and football and academics. How do you feel like you do it so well and you're able to perform not only at a high level on the field and in the classroom, but perform at a high level at home with your effort with your family?
Yeah, it was, I had her at the right time. It kind of balanced me out. Had her in December, on December 10th, in 2022. We didn't have a great season that year, so it gave me a lot of downtime, kind of adjust. Those first couple months gave me time to adjust, to being a new dad. And then, you know, I'm in the off season, so at Georgia State, most of our stuff is in the morning. So if we just off season and conditioning, I'm done by 11, 12. Depending on the day. And then being in the grad program, I'm only taking. I think I took 3 classes in the spring last in the beginning of the year, 3 classes in the spring, and I'm only taking 2 now. So the classes, just mostly online work. Just get your work done. Around the due dates. So that probably wasn't the biggest, but I felt like we had her at the right time. To kind of go in with the schedule, and it wasn't that much of a workload. Just kind of focus on football, focus on being a dad, and then school is just just get your work done. That can be done in one day. Couple hours. Take a couple hours out your day. Do your work. Then you're done with
Mhm.
that. Then you can just focus on being a dad. So it was hard to adjust. Just being a dad, being a football player, being a student. But it worked out, worked perfect timing. That we had her, and it's kind of adjusted well with the circumstances that I have.
Right. Yeah. And you, like you said, you're emerging as a leader on the team. Well, you are a leader on the team and have gotten better um, as a leader. How do you feel like being a leader on the team and just being a quarterback in general? It's kind of similar to being a father and the head of a household.
You have to set a good example, both in both areas. Being the quarterback. Everybody looks at you to do the right thing at all times. Be that example that people can look at. And then being at home, having a daughter, like I want to be the guy that when she looks at me and she has a boyfriend or a husband, I want her, see like my dad set a good example for me to look at, and then base that off of what boyfriend, husband, whatever however that goes, just being able to set that example for her what a good man is. So just setting a good example. That'll probably be the similarities to both.
Yeah. I mean, does that kind of psych you out, bro? Just your daughter will be 1 in December, like you said. Do you ever look at her and be like, dang, like one day she's gonna have a boyfriend, one day she's gonna get married? What is that thought process like for
I don't even want to think about the boyfriend. I
you?
don't even
Man.
want to think about it. But yeah, it does. Especially like I think like it might have been like the first 4 to 6 months. I used to still be looking at my girl. I'd be like, "Can you believe we got a baby? Like, can
Yeah.
you actually believe that?"
Right. That's
But
this our baby. Is I
this
created
is
this
ours.
child.
This is not somebody we just babysitting. Like this
Right.
is ours. But
Man.
it's funny to think about. Like you said, she'll be 1 in December. And, it's been great to see her grow. Just even today, taking little steps today, and just the little thing that she does each and every day. She's getting more active. You know, you see at that stage now where she want to discover everything. She's picking up everything, and they put everything in her mouth. So you getting to that time now. So just seeing the little things that she does has been great.
Yeah, man. So what's your favorite thing about fatherhood? And we know fatherhood ain't sweet. So what's your least favorite thing about fatherhood?
Um, Definitely, like I said, just seeing the little new things that she do each and every day. Just seeing her grow. That'd probably be my favorite. Probably the least favorite is the way we sleep because she sleeps in the bed with us, and
Yeah.
it gets really hectic. And
Yeah.
we ain't got no king size. We ain't got none of that yet.
Yeah.
So we be in there all bundled up. Sometimes she be wanting to lay sideways, feet in your back. So
Right.
it's crazy, but I enjoy each and every moment. But that'll probably be my least favorite.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about being a quarterback? And what's your least favorite thing about being a quarterback?
Probably the favorite thing is I always I always said this. You touch the ball every play. That that's
Facts.
that's my favorite thing. You know,
Yeah.
some people don't like having all that control,
That
having
pressure.
they some people don't like having that pressure on them. They go to wide out. You get your opportunities limited. Go to running back where you could get a couple plays off. But quarterback, you touch the ball every play. You're making all these decisions, and I've always liked that. When I play receiver, I didn't like it because you got me running a go ball. I got to come back. I got to run a post,
Right.
and I still ain't touched the ball. No,
Man.
no. I like to touch that
Dead.
ball every play. So
Yeah.
quarterback has been great. I enjoyed it, and then probably my least favorite thing is how easy everybody else thinks it is. That'll
Mm.
probably be my least favorite thing. You
Mm.
you know, oh, I can go play quarterback. It ain't
Yeah.
just sit back there and throw, my boy.
All
It
right.
ain't.
You come do it
It,
then.
it, come show me. You
Right.
know, people, and then people think about practice. You ain't do nothing. My
My
brain,
brain hurts, fam.
my brain hurt. Like
Right.
mentally, I'm more fatigued than you are physically at this
That's a
point.
fact. Yeah.
Like so, just how easy everybody thinks it is. Especially at this level. Think about college, NFL. I mean, it's no walk in the park.
Yeah. So compare your game to either a past, present, or future NFL quarterback. Who do you feel like you kind of are similar to?
Probably, I've always kind of compare my game to Deshaun Watson a little bit. You know, he got some speed to him. I wouldn't say I'm Lamar Jackson speed, but just I'm more close to Deshaun Watson. We can get out the pocket, improvise, still make big throws down the field. So I feel like that's kind of where my game resembles the most. And that's probably been a guy that I looked at for a little while.
Yeah, I got you, man. So we know college football is a little different now. You know, you got a couple guys coming to work every day for that stipend, and then a couple guys come to work every day for about $1.7 million. So what's the NIL avenue looking like for you, and talk to us about some of those opportunities that you've got?
Yeah, they've been great. Especially being a quarterback, you gonna get a little bit more opportunities. So got a clothing brand. I got two merch lines with two separate companies right now. So doing some stuff with that. Done a trading card deal. Um, trying to think about did a potato salad with a black owned business. So they come here and there. That ain't been my main focus. Just kind of focus on getting to that big money where at the next level. So kind of been focusing on that. But if they come, I definitely take them in. You can college student. You can always use some extra money in your pocket. So take them as they come, and but just kind of focusing on the main thing.
Gotcha, man. So if you can map out your future, let's say for the next 5 years, what are you gonna be doing in 5 years? Who you gonna be doing it with? You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna be doing it at? Just let me know what you see your ideal future looking like for the next five.
5 years. Hopefully, still in the league, still in the league, still on somebody's team. And then, just being a great family man, wife, I got my daughter, when married my girlfriend, just things of that nature, just being a great family man while also being, successful in the football side.
Gotcha. So if you weren't a football player, what do you feel like you'd be doing right now?
I either be right now, I either be trying to coach somewhere. I probably
Yeah.
would have went back to my high school or something.
Yeah.
Especially if it was right, like at this moment, definitely probably would have went back to my high school for my little brother for sure. And
Hmm.
then if I wasn't coaching, I'd probably try to start streaming video games. I'd
Mm.
probably try to do that.
Big gamer.
Big big gamer. I
What
was
you
on the
play?
game not so long ago. I
Yeah.
play Madden. I play 2K. Play a little bit of Warzone here and there. I'm not the best at Warzone. I just play it because my friends play it. And
Yeah.
then I'll be on a little UFC, but
Okay.
probably Madden and 2K probably my best too.
What you P5 Xbox? What you got?
I got both. I got both
Yeah.
of them. I
Okay.
got I got both of
Okay.
them. But
Yeah.
the only reason why I got both of them because I had the Xbox first, and because it was the cheapest. At first, the P5 was so hard to get; they were so limited. So I was like, I'll just wait. One day I'll eventually get it. So I got the Xbox first, and then they have a sale. I think it was somewhere either around Christmas or something like that. I forgot when it was, but they had a P5 for like $400. So I was like, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this deal don't come around each and every day. I'm gonna go ahead and snag that one. So
Facts.
now I got both of
Yeah, you a gamer on the field and off the field, bro. Keep doing your thing.
them. Appreciate
All
it.
right, man. So 5 years with football, you gave me that scenario. I like to flip it. In 5 years, if you weren't playing football, where do you see yourself?
I wasn't playing football. Um, you know, probably coach. What? Well, do it need to be without football? So would coaching be?
Let's spice it up. Let's
Let's
say without
let
football, period. Yeah,
without football. Period.
yeah.
That's mm,
The game give you so much.
the game give you so much, so many opportunities. Um, Probably be a YouTuber.
Okay.
Probably try if I could see myself in 5 years if I'm not doing sport. Try to get into the YouTube world, streaming
Yeah.
world, like I said, video games.
Yeah.
Probably try to get in that lane a little bit while, still being a family man, got my daughter and my wife. So, just
Mhm.
still in that lane, but like as a, job, occupation, probably just that YouTube streaming world, try, get
Yeah.
in that lane.
Climb the ranks.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, that's it for me, man. Anything else you want to tell the folks before you exit the pocket? I know you get out of the pocket real good. What's the last words, man, for you scramble up out of here?
Hey man, just to the Georgia State fan, the Georgia State Panther Nation, just continue to support us, continue to show us love. We doing this for y'all. Just these games that we play each and every week. Just doing it for the fans, doing it for our family. So just continue to support us, continue to show us love, and we go out there and play our hearts out for y'all.
Yeah, man. Well, that's it for me, man. I'm Cornelius Brown the fourth. I'm with Darren Grainger, DG3, great quarterback for Georgia State, man. I appreciate you for coming to the pocket.
Appreciate you for having me, brother.
Yes, sir. From 4 to 3, we out.